Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ECC's Champions Conference 2 Week 7 League gameplay. I am Mikey, and I am joined by the debuting Mr. Sherry over here. How are you feeling about tonight?
Extremely excited, but also extremely nervous. Hello, yes. Welcome, everybody. I hope we're going to have a great match today.
Fair play. I just cannot wait to throw every little snide dig that I possibly can at you.
Oh, I'm ready for it.
But you were the one human who used the bus. And
one human. Are you calling each other inhuman?
Everybody else is inhuman. Everybody else is legendary. You are a bot. Decided. But tonight we have got TT Willhaben versus Agitate Aurous, I want to call them. That's what I'm going to call them. In Champions Conference 2. What are we thinking about tonight's game?
Well, we are seeing a game between the current 3rd place and 9th place. Agitate Aurous only have 1 point to their name. I'm not really sure who they won against. I'm not going to try and guess. But TT Willhaben are currently on 4 points. They are tied, not counting the game difference, they are tied on 1st spot with Last Picks, Domino Esport, and Sakura Blues. So they must be a really solid team. To be tied on points in Champions Conference, it really takes a lot of skill.
Yeah, I'm going to have to... I don't know. I kind of think that, to be tight on points, either you're all doing really badly or you're all doing particularly well. Agitate Aurous, they haven't had the best run, They lost to Last Picks. They managed to beat Simp Battalion, but then they lost to Domino Esport. They lost to Irrelevant Esport. They lost to Sakura Blues. They lost to Hypnotic Esports. They are on a losing streak. So I don't know if they will be able to come out of that losing streak tonight and maybe give us something that we're not necessarily expecting.
See, the fact that you mentioned them losing to Irrelevant Esports, which I actually scrim on basically a weekly basis, it really made me believe in them a little less during this matchup, but I don't think Agitate Aurous can take the win against them. I think it's going to be like maybe a 3-1, possibly a 3-2. I don't think it's going to be a sweep. It's not going to be that big of a difference.
Well, the fact that you scrimmed them means nothing. That means that they mustn't be that good. But TT Willhaben, they have had a pretty up and down run so far. They beat Sakura Blues initially. We just mentioned that Sakura Blues beat Agitate. They beat Hypnotic. They lost to Domino Esport. They beat Box Fighting Mongrel. They lost to Yeezard Squad. And now they find themselves up against Agitate Aurous. And I think it is going to be a pretty clean sweep from them.
Well, interesting prediction, I might say.
Interesting? I mean, how is that interesting? All of our predictions are the same.
I just don't think it's going to be a sweep, but as we see, both teams have already entered the game, so we should get in the match. Take it away, Mikey.
Absolutely. As we get into the countdown, the game is on. As we see the kickoff, Rossi's going to go up in the air for it, gets a little touch on it, sends it to the middle, Francesco's there to block. Reveler? That's what I'm going to say for them. It's going to go up. It's going to go up on the wall. Unable to do anything with it, though, as Sharper just comes and dinks it straight back down. And the shot is off from Frosty after a great pass from Ravella. And that is a shot and a goal already for TT Willhaben.
It looked like an accidental back pass from Ravella, but it worked beautifully as Frosty really adapted to the situation. And it's 1-0 in just 20 seconds for TT Willhaben.
Yeah, 20 seconds there, off to the great start if they want to get that sweep. But it's sent into the middle. It bounced off the backboard, and Francesco is going to be disappointed to not finish that. Hits the crossbar, goes in for the shot. But Onko is there to get that bicycle kick and get that save. And so far, it has been all TT Willhaben in this game.
We really have seen a lack of accuracy and power in their shots just then. It might really cost them the match as they are behind, and they're really going to be fighting to win that game as Francesco puts the shot. Ravella probably going to clear no. It leaves it to Onko, who puts to the corner, and not really takes it free as Pencil tries to follow it up, but Frosty takes the possession.
Yeah, straight back off it. Onko's just going to steal that. He's going to go for a little dribble. He's going to take it down at the bottom of it. He's going to try and get rid of Pencil. Unable to do anything though. Charm with the demo. Revella. It is sent back into the middle. The back pass comes in. Onko's going to try and follow it up now. Just sat in that corner. They're being a little bit patient, a bit methodical now. Sharp Pencil's going to get the dribble. Not got much boost to work with. Pass it to Francesco, who just yeets it downfield. Frosty's going to take it up. He looks like he's going to go for an air dribble, feather in his boost. What a deflection! And Frosty slots it home 2-0, just like that.
Great intelligence from Frosty. Charm really read like a book. And Frosty extends the lead to 2-0 in just 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Absolutely, 2-0 in this series. In this game, sorry, not the series. It's Frosty getting another good hit. Revel's going to go for it. The block comes in again. It ends up still in the Agitate area. It's going to go back down. Sharper Pencil's going to try and come off the corner. Bounces it off Revella's car. Shot kind of came in. Was unable to do anything with it. The block comes in from Revella. Yeets it downfield again. Francesco is there to try and catch it. Unable to do anything with it. It's just propped up yet again. Bounces off the backboard. Revella's going to go for it. It's just sent downfield by Onko. And it's... Oh... That could be a dangerous miss from Frosty, but he is able to come off the backboard and follow it up. Francesco steals it, the thief, and Onko with the clear. Francesco getting a demo on Revella. The shot is off, but Pencil is there to get the save. And if you agitate Aurous at this point, you've got to be like, you've got to do something else to get back into this.
I mean, we can see a lot more passing plays from TT willhaben than Agitate Aurous, but as we see Sharpen Pencil, Sharper Pencil, I just misspelled his name, goes for a ceiling shot, a solo play. That might work for TT willhaben. They might be expecting more passes, just kind of countering their playstyle.
Yeah, switching it up a little bit and changing exactly what is going on in that moment. And it worked really well for them. 2-1 just like that. And they're going to be looked for the comeback now. Sends it into the middle. Frosty's there to catch it, but Sharp Pencil comes off the wall and reads it perfectly to get the deflection. As it's going up the wall, Francesco's going to be really patient now. But Frosty is not going to let him do anything. A little bit too patient. He's still there. Francesco bounces it off the backboard. Sends it downfield. Revella catches it fairly easily, and the follow-up just wasn't there. And if you know, at this point, you've got to get them follow-ups if you want, if you want to take anything from the game. So it's coming back down now. Goes back against that backboard. They keep trying to prop it up, unable to do much with it though. Sharp Pencil gets it, but Revella just steals it, and it bounces off of that backboard again. Charm's going to try and get the block. He is able to get it. Revella's going to send it back into the middle. The pass is there. It is still there. Revella sent it back. The block comes in, and Onko slots it home. And 3-1 with 1:14 on the clock in game one.
It just seems like TT willhaben have really everything in their, how do you say it? In their arsenal? Just every single way of scoring, they have it mastered. As we saw a bump, we saw a dunk, we saw a passing play. They might just outscore Agitate Aurous on every front in every game, possibly.
Yeah, that is what you need in this game. You need to have that arsenal full of different tricks in the book, and maybe we'll see a bit more mechanical plays as they get familiar to each other. As Revella goes for a flick, unable to get anything on it though. Francesco sends it to the middle, back pass to Sharp Pencil, who gets the clearance. Now it's just stopped in the centre. Frosty hits it. The pass is there. Is the shot going to be there? No, because Charm is just going to basically pin it against that backboard and stop any offense right there. But it is still in the area, and Frosty is there. Onko gets a touch. He's going to send it. 30 seconds left to go. And it is looking less and less likely the Agitate are going to get anything from this first game.
It is looking less and less likely indeed, especially with this current, but Francesco is on it. No, Revella says no. It's 10 seconds for 2 goals. I do not think it's happening, Mikey. The first game will go to TT willhaben, and I must say it is pretty deserved.
Yeah, they've been the better side throughout the game, really. If you look at how they've played, how both teams have played, really, they have been the better team, and you know, TT willhaben are going to take that lead, and they are now 1-up in the series. And you know, at this point, if you're Agitate, you just have to step it up. You know, both teams were fairly reserved. Not much went on during that game, to be honest, to talk about. You know, the 6 shots came in from TT willhaben, and 3 of them went in, so 50% accuracy there. But we didn't see anything particularly special other than that one play from Frosty where he read it really well. Other than that, there wasn't necessarily loads of really interesting stuff. And I think if you're going into this next few games, you're going to have to do something really interesting, something mechanical or something different to disrupt play and actually try something new and get on that scoreboard quicker.
Well, there might have not been anything special about TT willhaben's gameplay there, but I saw that so many times they decided to backpass, to take possession, play patient, and I think that's really their edge above Agitate Aurous. They really make their impatience a weapon against them.
That weapon is needed now as Ravella gets the block. Francesco comes off the wall. The pass is there, but Frosty is there to get the block on the shot. Ravella's going to send it downfield. He's going to feather his boost now. Hit up in the air by Sharper. Francesco sends it back downfield. Onko's there to get a fairly easy block. 15 seconds in, and it looks like the tempo's a little bit increased in this game as Onko hits it off the corner. Charm bouncing against the wall. Great pass to his teammate right there, but Ravella's just going to steal that, and which, you know, just results in them losing complete control, and it is moving forward at this point. 30 seconds in, the tempo was a little bit quicker now. It seems a little bit messy. It seems like both teams are still trying to figure out their opposition.
It really does seem like it. It seems that the 5 minutes we had beforehand wasn't enough to totally figure out the tactic to play against the other team. But I think TT willhaben have just the edge above them. Ooh, Ravella really close with that double tap attempt. My goodness, they're really trying. They're really trying to score some flashy plays to really throw off Agitate Aurous.
The mechanics of TT willhaben really showing through thus far, and you know, we saw it in the last game of they weren't trying anything mechanical pretty much. You know, they had the odd play here and there, but they weren't necessarily trying anything special after, like, over and over again, whereas that is what they are doing now. And you know, 3 minutes 30 on the clock, are they able to do anything with it? As the shot comes in from Pencil, and Frosty just gets a great save to send it back downfield. Sharp Pencil's able to catch it, collides with Onko, and the ball is just anybody's right now. The fake comes in from Onko and passes it to Ravella. The pass is on back to Onko. He's going to go for the setup. The setup is there. The shot was there from Ravella, but Francesco getting a fairly simple, a fairly easy block. The counter-attack is on. Pencil sends it into the middle, and that will be a goal as Francesco gets the pass. Sharp Pencil dinks it past one, and TT willhaben, they are trailing in the second game of this best-of-5 series.
You can just tell that TT willhaben are disappointed with themselves. The person that was in the middle didn't even touch the ball. Frosty got faked, and they will try to regain the lead that they had most of game 1, basically. Yeah.
No. I don't think they're trying to regain anything so much as Frosty just dinks it right back up there. Charm's going to come in for the shot. Ravella's going to get that block fairly easily. Just come and used Frosty's own body against him, but he's still got it. He's got possession. He's going to go for the flick, unable to do anything with it as it just gets yeeted back downfield. Onko's going to catch it fairly easily. Coming off the wall now. Francesco's going to take it downfield. Ravella's going to go with it. He's going to feather it. He's going to try the pass to Onko. Onko, it hits off the backboard. The pass is there. The shot is there, and Ravella slots it home, and we are all even.
This is exactly what I mean. The mechanics of TT willhaben are just too much for Agitate Aurous. The game is equalized at 2 minutes and 21 seconds. I think we're going to see another win from TT willhaben. I'm calling it.
Yeah, oh well, if you're gonna, how have they not capitalized on that one? As the ball just left in the middle, completely missed off the kickoff, and miscommunication right there. And you know, you're in Champions Conference too. You are in. You're at a level of gameplay that is a lot more mechanical, it is a lot faster. why do you think these teams seem to be so slow? And Agitate, Aurous especially, aren't that mechanical?
I think it's just the fact that we are not playing the game themselves. Usually the game looks slower when you're not playing. Some people even call RCS games slow. Honestly, yeah. I heard multiple people say that RCS games seem slow. But in true honesty, most people wouldn't really keep up.
Yeah, but I'm talking like speed of the game compared to normal. Sherry, you don't make sense to me, sir. But it's gonna keep going. Ravella's gonna try and fake it. Sharp Pencil's gonna just block it in. The pass is on. Frosty unable to do anything with it as Charm just steals it. Charm comes off the wad, send it into the middle as Onko gets a save and gets that block. Sharp Pencil's gonna catch it, send it back downfield. The pass is on. Francesco tries to get it in the top corner, unable to do so, comes back into the middle, and the deflection is there. 1 minute to go. The scoreline is 1-1. Are we gonna see an overtime?
Quite possibly. None of the teams seem to be too close to scoring. As Francesco is gonna try to go up the wall. Pencil maybe takes a shot. No, Onko intercepts him. Now Frosty going for the bump, but Charm is gonna regain possession.
Yeah, Charm fairly easily avoided that. He's gonna send it into the middle now. Comes off it, he passes it into the middle. The shot is there. Sharp Pencil slots it home, and I really hope that that is the goal that secures this game, just so you're wrong on your prediction right there.
Well, it's only gonna make it 1-1. Don't be so confident.
No, but your prediction was that TT Willhaben were going to win this game, and they haven't done so far. But the kickoff comes in 2-1 to Agitate Aurous in this game. They're looking to even up the series. Pass comes in from Onko. It's still in the middle. Oh, the shot was attempted, but just completely missed. And it just gets yeeted back downfield. Now Francesco with a great block on Frosty. Francesco's going to send it into that corner, try and send it into the middle. Bounces straight upwards, so the pinch comes in. He's going to go for the air dribble. He's going to get that flip reset. He tries to hit it against the backboard. Still nobody there. He's trying to get it back into the middle as Ravella. Francesco is going to get that save and the block. Charm sends it back downfield. And that will be the game for Agitate Aurous. And we are all even in this series. 1-1.
Oh, wow, TT Willhaben, I'm really disappointed. I counted for you guys. I really did. I hoped you were gonna win this game. What do? Just concede 2 goals, only score 1? Come on, man.
It's not for a lack of effort. Agitate Aurous, you know, as much as they weren't the mechanical side during that game, you can see it in the number of shots. They had double the amount of shots of TT Willhaben. It was almost like TT Willhaben were just a little bit too slow. They were too... It's like they didn't get them shots that they needed to. And Agitate Aurous, they stayed really, really strong during that in the ways of them getting them blocks. Just getting the block in and not letting them get the shots. Because if you stop them from getting the shots, they're definitely not going to get them goals. And I think if you'd have let TT Willhaben get more of the shots off, then you'd have ended up with that goal. And that scoreline, you know, it was fairly close until the end, and we're just going to wait for somebody to join back now, and we're getting on with the next game right there. And I think if you're TT Willhaben, got to be a bit more mechanical and get them shots off a bit more.
I think it's not about the mechanics. They are quite consistent mechanically, at least for the most part. They really have to be faster. They have to outspeed Agitate Aurous, and I know they can because they showed this in game 1. That's really all they need to defeat them.
Defeat is on the cards for either of these teams at the moment as Frosty comes off the backboard. It's going to go off the wall. The kickoff was fairly simple there. Nothing too special happening. Rail's going to send it to the center. The shot comes in from Frosty, bounces off the backboard. It is in the center. Francesco with the clearance, and Charm is just going to get a boomer and yeet that downfield. Onko's going to catch it. He's going to get it past one. Unable to get it past the other, but does get the demo on Francesco. Sharper Pencil tries to send it back into the middle, unable to do so. 4 minutes, 15 seconds on the clock, and sent back downfield. And at the moment, Agitate Aurous, they don't seem to be doing too badly this game. As the shot comes in, how did that not go in?
Oh, I passed a little bit too high. Now Frosty has to clear it to Onko, but he doesn't reach it. Now Francesco might shoot. It's onto the back where it bounces down. Ooh, Rivera had to really stretch for that one.
Great save comes in. He had that flip reaction. You know, you have to have them quick reactions in this game. It is a fast-paced game for a reason. The quicker your reactions are, the better a player you are going to be. It is that simple. As Pencils bounces it off Francesco's cart. Francesco's going to carry it. The shot is off, and Onko doesn't hit it. How did that happen? Let's just watch this again. It just comes off into the middle. Francesco with the shot just a little bit too fast, and oh, that is disappointing. Agitate Aurous taking the goal.
That is really disappointing indeed, and it's gonna feel even worse for the side of TT willhaben. I hope they can really get up mentally after that goal and maybe equalize.
Need that reset of that mentality as that you were just speaking about, as Sharp Pencil sends it back in to the middle now. It comes back off the backboard. All three players are in that net. Ravella tries to do something with it. Looked like he ran out of boost or ran out of just ran out of like space. I mean, there's too much distance between him and the ball to be able to do anything with it. Frosty's going to stop it going from in the middle though and sends it to Onko, who's on the side. Onko's going to hit it against Francesco's car. It does end up going way up. The clearance comes in from Francesco now. Frosty's going to go for the pass. The shot is there from Onko, and that will be a goal. That equaliser again. Are we going to see a repeat of last game where it ends up 1-1 and then Agitate Aurous getting that final goal? Or will TT willhaben be able to take this one?
Oh, it really could be either. We can't really tell. Onko repays for his clear mistake leading to the first goal. And what can I say? It's just good job from TT willhaben, and it's 1-1.
1-1 in the series indeed, and it is 1-1 in this game as the pinch comes in, and that was very, very powerful right there. Frosty's going to hit it up. He's going to go for the dribble. The block is there. The shot is still on. Francesco gets a hit, and it's still there. Ravella is able to just slot that home, and just like that, look how quick that was. So quickly. 2-1. Just back in this.
May I just say that Frosty seems to be really consistent at dunking charm. He did it in the second game this series, and he gives TT willhaben the lead. Hopefully they can keep this up, so my prediction is correct.
You would hope so, as the clearance comes in from Onko right there. It's going to come back into the middle though. Ravella's there to get the block. Onko's going to collect his boost, got 40 boost on himself. Champ's going to come off the wall, send it back up. Frosty's going to send it back into the middle. Runs out of boost. Sharp Pencil's going to go up for it against Ravella. Ravella's only got 12 boost himself. Looks like everybody's just running low on boost at the minute. It's Francesco. Oh, well, not Francesco. Francesco is sorted with boost, but Onko's going to go for it. He's going to go for the flick, unable to get it, and Sharp Pencil is able to just get the block. The demo comes in from Onko on Sharp Pencil to take him out of the equation, but he just spawns in the perfect position again. Onko's going to send it into the middle, and Charm is just there to get the block on again. It's going to come back down now. He's going to bounce it off the top of the corner and try to send it back in the middle, unable to do anything with it. Sharp Pencil gets a fairly easy save as it just comes downfield. Onko tries to get the deflection, unable to do anything with it, and Charm's going to send it downfield. And if you're Agitate Aurous, what do you have to switch up now to get that equalizer and get that goal to stay in this game?
Honestly, they are doing everything right. It's just that TT willhaben's defense is just too good. Maybe try utilizing some more demos in their attacks to throw off their rotation in defense. I feel like that's the only way they could score an equalizer this game.
Demo plays are one that, you know, we talk about a lot, and a lot of people really don't like demo plays, and I said this the other day on stream. I really like demo plays because it shows that you've got the wherewithal to be aware of where players are on the field and take somebody out of play. Take them out of that rotation and, you know, cause a surprise potentially. Cause a play that's a little bit different and disrupt that play and change up their game plan. So Champ's going to send it back into the middle. Onko's going to get the box. Coming down, Frosty. The pass was there to him. Frosty gets a great shot, but Francesco is too good and gets a fairly good save on that. Sent back into the middle. Charm's able to get the clearance as Frosty's going to follow that up and pass it straight back to Ravella, keeping control right there. And they are just passing it to and fro at the moment, wasting time. 8 seconds on the clock, and if Agitate Aurous want to do anything, they need to do it now. And it comes into the middle. It's still there. Onko's going to get the deflection. It's sent back into the middle. Ravella's going to send it. It's the shot off. Frosty gets the save, and it is still in that center. And Ravella is going to get the clear, and that will be the game for TT willhaben, and they will go 2-1 up in this series.
That was such a clutch save from Frosty. Well done by him, keeping his team alive in the last few seconds and getting TT Willhaben the second game this series. They are on match point.
Match point indeed, and that was a really interesting game. It seems that they were a little bit more familiar with each other. They were trying more mechanical plays, which Champions Conference 2, you'd expect more mechanical plays from them at this point. And if you're Agitate Aurous now, you've just got to hit that regain. They didn't even play particularly badly. Neither team really did. It's just TT Willhaben's defense is so impeccable that you're going to have to do something different to disrupt that play.
That's what I talked about earlier in this game. Agitate Aurous need to utilize more demos. They need to get rid of the players on the field to really open the gaps for themselves, as TT Willhaben's defense is it's impenetrable at the moment. Quite impenetrable, we say, as they have scored the goal last game. But maybe they will to improve on it.
Hopefully they will be able to improve on it. But TT Willhaben versus Agitate Aurous, it is 2-1 in the series to TT Willhaben, and they're going to play it rather slowly there, not wanting to risk anything spectacular. It's still in the centre, but Frosty's able to get up there, and Frosty has been a really good player that we've seen throughout this series so far. Just going up and getting the right blocks, reading people absolutely perfectly. Onko gets the flip reset, bounces it off the back, unable to do anything because Charm is just there to get the block, and Frosty's going to take control from Charm though and stop that attack in its tracks as he passes it to Onko. Francesco just with a great block and sends it back downfield, and Sharper Benson's going to come in now, bounce it off the corner. It's still in that centre. Ravella hits it up. Charm's going to go for the shot. He's going to hit it off the backboard. Frosty is just going to get that little bit of a delay, and that delay was so vital. That little inconvenience just messed up their play completely.
Oh my, Francesco just barely not reaching the clear, and Ravella gets a stunning long shot to give TT Willhaben a lead in this game. Oh my lord, Agitate Aurous really needs something special here.
TT Willhaben are on their way to victory so far, and I don't want to call a victory that quickly because there is still 3 minutes 48 seconds on the clock. Anything can happen in Rocket League, we all know this. And at this point, you've not got that. You've got so much time left in this game on the clock, but they, Agitate Aurous at this point, they're going to need something special. They're going to need a mental reset to just go for it and just get on with getting them goals that they need. And now that they trail in this, in both the series and the game, match point is in favour of TT Willhaben. Will they be able to do it or not is yet to be known. As a bit of a weird play comes off there, but Ravella able to get the save and just dribble it away from goal. Champ's going to come off the backboard now, sends it into the middle. Ravella tries to get a block on it, unable to do so, but Onko is there to just block completely. Sent back into the middle again. Ravella's going to get it again. It is sent into the middle. The cross is there. It is in the area, but nobody is there to capitalise on it, and unfortunately unable to put that ball away. Comes back down now. I'm not too sure who got the block on that. Looked like Frosty, but 2 minutes 45 on the clock as Onko just comes off the wall to get a block right there. Frosty's going to send it into the middle. Francesco's going to send it back downfield. Ravella's going to go up for it, and he just hits it hits it hard enough to get it past the net, but it's coming towards the Charm goal now. Francesco comes off the backboard. Ravella passes it to Onko. Onko with the shot, bounces off the crossbar, and Ravella with a great catch to stop it going on that counter-attack. He's going to go for the air dribble. He's going to go for some mechanical play, but unable to do anything with it as he runs out of boost. The shot is on from Francesco, and the block comes on, and it's straight back down the other field, and we're in a game of ping-pong at the moment.
Goodness, the clears that are happening right here. Both teams just really want the ball to go out of the half as soon as possible and putting clear shots on target. Charm with a great save to still keep the hopes alive for his team.
Charm had a great rotation right there. Sharp Benson's going to go for the block. Frosty's going to come in with it, but Charm's rotation there meant that he was able to get back in time, get that save at perfect time. Onko's going to go for the demo on Francesco. It's sent back into the middle. Onko's going to get the save on that though fairly easily. A Sharp Pencil gets the demo on Frosty. Ravel's going to send it into the center. Looked like Ravella was going for the block there, unable to get it though, as they just stole the ball straight from him. Onko, that is all you need really. That one little tap to take control away from the player and disrupt that little bit of play. As Charm goes to try and catch it, unable to catch it, but Francesco goes for it, does catch it and sends it downfield. Charm is now just stuck in the corner with the ball. It's sent into the middle. He's going to get the block on one, unable to get the block on the other. Coming back on the counter attack now. Frosty is there. The shot is there. The goal is there. That is 2-0. That is 2-1 in the series. That has to be it for TT Willhaben to take the victory in the series.
I feel like it's going to be really hard for them to lose this 2-goal lead, especially because they haven't had too much pressure on them during this whole game.
When you don't have the pressure that they really have, you know, you've got 1 minute left. If you can't get that pressure on, then you're unable to do anything with it. Francesco with the demo on Frosty. Sharp Pencil's going to go for it now. Sharp Pencil doesn't get it because the block from Onko, and Sharp Pencil is in a very awkward position now. But he's able to keep it there for the time being, just to be able to keep to give his teammates enough time to get the rotation. Comes back into the center. 26 seconds to go. The shot comes in from Charm, but unable to do anything with it. The setup is there, and how did that not go in the net? A great rotation once again from Francesco. Onko's going to send it back into the middle. It's going to bounce against the backboard, bounce off, and be sent downfield. Charm's going to get a touch on it. Sharp Pencil's going to send it into the middle. It's still in that center, but Onko with a great clear, and is Frosty going to be able to do anything with it? Nope, because Charm is going to get there. 2 seconds on the clock, and he's going to try and keep it up, unable to do so. And TT Willhaben are going to take the series 3-1 after taking game number 4-0.
Well, I just want to go back to before even game 1 started, when we put our score predictions. Technically, I was right. I said 3-1 as my first score.
Right. You cannot predict more than one score, sir. You said
the second one doesn't
and
count.
You said 3-2. Absolutely. What do you mean the second one doesn't count? Get out of here! Who do you think you are, just coming in here, changing the rules? It's your first cast, and he's like, yep, I'm just going to switch it all up, and we're going to change the rules of the predictions. Absolutely not.
Let me find the rule book real quick. Hang on. Let me find I'm flipping
what
through it.
Was that?
Flipping through the rule book. Hang on, I'm finding the... Oh, it says that the first vote counts. Only the first vote counts. So technically, I was right with my prediction, Mikey.
Absolutely not. But, ladies and gentlemen, so we've just treated some Sherry ASMR right there. But all 3 of our predictions were that TT Willhaben were going to take the victory. I'm sorry, I just looked at their logo and I just read the TT so wrong. That's thrown me.
Wait, let me find it.
Just look at the logo and then think of what the second word could be. That is all I'm saying. But TT Willhaben are going to take... They're going to take the victory over Agitate, Aurous, Faded, Sherry, and myself, all with correct predictions today. It was a great series. It was a little bit slow to start. The first 2 games were a little bit more methodical. They were a bit slower as they tried to pull themselves together and get used to people. But a great series nonetheless.
Well, for the most part, yes. I feel like Agitate, Aurous, they really could have done much more in that series. In game 2, they looked really solid compared to TT Willhaben. But in any other games, TT Willhaben were just much more consistent on pretty much every front.
I'm sorry, I keep looking at that logo now and it just makes me want to giggle. But that is going to be it from us for the evenings. I want to give a shout out to Godalines for powering the season and the broadcast. I have been Mikey. I've been joined by Sherry with the legend that is Faded on production. Sherry, where can we find you across socials, sir?
You can find me on Twitter, and also same as Faded and Mikey, as our Twitters are also now put in the chat.
Absolutely. You
Don't
can find
forget.
us. You can find us all over social media at faded_RL, at Mr. Mikey TV, and at Sherry Sir. I have been Mikey. I have been joined by Sherry this evening. Sherry, how do you feel about your official debut, so to speak?
I mean, it's up to the public if it went well or not. I think it went well.
Except the fact that you used that bus, and I'm never going to let you live it down.
I'll
But
keep using it.
absolutely not. I will retire. I've said this. But a great series and a great cast from you, sir. It's been a pleasure as always. I have been Mikey. I have been joined by Sherry. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you to Godalians for powering this season, and thank you to Faded for producing. And we will catch you next time with some more ECC Season 7.